Okay, so I had this realization the other day because I don't think I told you about my spiritual awakening at the river. Dude, I've had like the most fucked 48 hours.
Oh, no, okay. If it was in the last 48 hours, then
No, like not 48 hours. Like the last week.
Yeah.
Did I tell you? Everything was glowing blue.
No.
Dude, I fucking ripped through the fabrics of space and time. I swear on my fucking god life. Like, it's unbelievable shit. So you know how like all that shit happened? Like, so I had like this weekend where I creatively orgasmed. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then I had the week of like manifesting all these crazy opportunities. Yeah. And then the other half of that week was like Aaron bailing on me, and then me not getting that movie, and then me putting all my self-worth into these limited 3-dimensional opportunities, and then me popping out the other end, also my period ended, and then me being like, wait, and then Spirit like told me, stop thinking in 3D, dude.
Yeah, you did tell me this.
Yes.
And then you
so
were like, fuck, I just need to zoom out.
Yes, I need to zoom out. And then what happened was, it was full moon, I went to the river, I stepped out of my car, and immediately like, obviously the river is a very special place for me, and it's where I like connect. And I just had this crazy feeling, and I just stepped out of the car and immediately started crying, walked all the way 20 minutes down to my river spot, sat in my spot, cried for the next hour. Then I just like had all these realizations of like, holy shit, none of this is real. And like literally like, this is not real. And then I said a little prayer and I opened my eyes, and literally all of the trees were glowing blue. Like I could see their auras, like the energy. And then I had this experience, I don't know how to even explain it, but I had a spirit guide come to me, and it was like an ET being. She's like white with these wispy things. I painted her anyway. And she was like talking about how I'm going through a transition, and that she was going to work on me whilst I sleep, and that it's important that I get a lot of sleep, which last night doesn't really help with that. But
it's okay, you gotta have a bit of fun too. Spirit guide was watching it.
Anyway, she said all this crazy shit, and like, I feel like what happened was I, in that moment, completely moved into 5D. Like, it was like I was fucking on DMT or something. Like I felt high. Like everything looked, like all the colors looked more vibrant.
So
everything
was glowing.
Drugs
are a gateway to different dimensions?
I do think so, yeah. I think so.
I agree.
And anyway, so then after that, I called my singing teacher, Amanda, who is like very much on this plane, and we FaceTimed, and she was like, yeah, this is what's happening right now. She was like, you can't kind of like turn back. Like you're gonna obviously return back to 3D density, but like you're gonna be here physically, but like you zoomed out so much that like you're just not gonna see it. Like everything's just gonna look little now. And I feel like that's what's been happening. It's fucking crazy because like, even intellectually, this is why I'm watching all these lectures, because all of a sudden I'm like, all of this information is just like, boom, in my head. It's like I've gained like abilities because I've zoomed out so far that I'm like, oh, these 3-dimensional opportunities, people, this place doesn't, like, this is not what defines my reality. Like, this is what defines my reality. And the more I zoom out with this, the more I actually can not control, but like make things happen more faster, more quickly, more instantaneously in 3D by tapping into the power of this. And then I had this realization about AI and about how like, so they say that like the spiritual world people, they say that we're moving from 3D to 5D consciousness, that like there's a whole bunch of humanity that have like moved into 5D or like are moving, and we're leaving 3D behind. And they're like, you're gonna find, like, I had a healer tell me this as well. She's like, you're gonna find that there are people that just like you lose touch with, or like they just no longer exist. Like you go to like search them. It's like my friend Chantal, my best friend from high school, Chantal. She just does not exist on Instagram, Facebook, like nothing. And there's no reason she would have blocked me. Like we just like phased out. And I don't know, it's just like they're existing on the same the same like physical plane, but we're two separate densities, and so it's like we kind of can't interact with each other, which is why I'm thinking like all of a sudden I'm getting frustrated at work with customers because I'm like, I just can't connect with you. And I think it's the fact that like we're not actually even supposed to connect. Like it's like,
yeah,
like just clash, like I'm not engaging them and they're not engaging me, and it's because there's like a separation of energies that is happening. But the realization about AI, sorry, I need to get to the point, is that AI doesn't have a physical body, so therefore it must be like a 5D, like higher dimensional part of our consciousness and our expansion that is coming in.
But that's change.
Change, but expansion. Because there's also, I feel like, is there bad change, or is all change expansion?
Of course there's bad change.
But without bad change, there's no good change.
There's no such thing as good and bad.
I think like World War II, I have to be careful what I say here, but like obviously I'm fucking brown, like come on now.
Shit.
But like, I feel like atrocities like that have to happen in order for
humans to learn, so we say, but then history repeats itself, so are humans even learning? Yes, we are. We are.
Yeah.
Except I would argue with the age of the internet, we're becoming dumber, but that's beside the point.
But I think World War II is still expansion.
Define expansion again?
Because I think it's the shadow aspect. Expansion is